most challenging I had was in 2005, I was asked by, at this time it was the chairman of the previous company I was working in 1 month to move a family of 6 from Paris to Singapore, to manage the Asia-Pac region, increase, if possible, in 1 year, the revenues by 100%, make sure that 4 different cultures were working together, and, if at all possible, also ensure that there would be a strong relationship and a positive relationship with this region and the headquarters. It was quite a funny challenge, but a very good one.
My challenge was moving into management. When I joined the business, I felt that I had a lot of experience and knowledge that I could pass on to people, and I was given the opportunity, and it was a challenge to manage my peers, people that I'd worked with. And I guess it's, looking back on it, nothing to be afraid of. It gave me a chance to develop people and to help them to be successful, which is very rewarding.
Probably the most challenging experience I had in my career actually happened at Arkadin on April 2nd, 2002. I was lucky enough to arrive in London, basically with me and a laptop, and that was the start of the Arkadin UK office. So we didn't have an office space, I didn't have a place to live, we didn't have any customers. All we had was a little bridge and some customer service people sitting in Paris. And we had these huge competitors all around us, and we needed to build a business from absolutely nothing. So it was great to have the confidence and help and support from people like Thomas Boudier, from Olivier de Pimaran, and with that help and with some talent of recruiting amazing people that we still have today, like Scott McMaster and Leo Ripley and Hugh Huxley, we managed to build a wonderful business that grew very successfully and helped propel the rest of the Arkadin story.
The biggest challenge that I had was when I migrated from my own business to partnering with Arkadin. So setting up a company or setting up a new subsidiary and integrating myself or integrating an existing business into a global business. And that was by far the biggest challenge I've seen in my life.
My main challenge was to join Arkadin 8 years ago. The first meeting with Olivier de Pimaran was in a little office with people on the street wanted to cut your hairs. So it was a very special place, and I'm very happy to do this choice 8 years ago.
When I joined Arkadin, my wife and I moved from Australia with no job, and I joined Arkadin about 3 weeks after arriving in London. My first day on the job was in the French office with about 10 salespeople at the time, joining a 2-hour sales meeting in French, and I had no idea what was going on. So that was a huge challenge because I just had no understanding about what the product was, what they were talking about, and we didn't have an office in the UK that we literally could go back and work out of at that point in time.
It was difficult at the beginning because I was working with people that, as I say, had been my peers, people that I had worked with, people that I had not necessarily been friends with, but that I'd been at a certain level with, and then to come out, to walk out of the office one day as that person and come back in the next day as somebody that was responsible for guiding them, coaching them, developing them, creating an environment where they could be successful, was a lot of responsibility. And it's one of those where you lay, at home awake at night worrying with the butterflies in your stomach, but I came in with a strategy, implemented it, and I've loved it.
What helped in handling it was the fact that Arkadin as a culture, or the company and the people that were there or helped me integrate or come into the system, were a lot entrepreneurial. They were well driven, and the sense of ownership that was there, it significantly made me feel like it's still my own business.
If you go into something with the right spirit and the right attitude, it's okay to take some risks. It's okay to really make a big bet, because if you have the right people around you and you've invested in the right way, you know that eventually you're going to get your return. Even if you make some mistakes, there are no mistakes that can't be fixed or undone, and you may not know every step on the path, but if you can really see the result, you'll get there. You'll find the result.
Anybody at Arkadin that has the opportunity to move around the world, and they should definitely take it. A lot of people, I think, look at something like that as too big of a risk, outside of the comfort zone. and don't really understand that these opportunities that come past are unbelievable, and you've got to really look past the risk and really look at what opportunities that this may provide, and the rewards are fantastic. And if you believe in yourself, and if you've got the right motivation and ethics behind how you operate and how you work, it will be a fantastic experience, and it will lead you to bigger and better things.